Okay, so this is the video for lesson 22. We're actually going to split lesson 22 into two parts, 22A and 22B. We are looking at solution sets to simultaneous equations. We're going to do equations in 22A. We're going to do inequalities in 22B. So what you see here is you see that we have two equations and they are happening at the same time. And so the word simultaneous means at the same time. So these are simultaneous equations. We sometimes hear them referred to as a system. You've probably heard that before. They're a system of equations. And we actually have three ways to solve the system. And so when we say solve, we're looking for a solution. So we're looking for the solution that satisfies both these equations at the same time. So we're looking for a value of x and a value of y that make this equation true and this equation true at the same time. And we actually have three ways of doing that. You've done some of this before in past years. We have a graphical method of doing this graphically, and then we actually have two methods to do this algebraically. Today we're going to talk about one, and then in lesson 23 we talk about the other one. And this should look semi-familiar to you. If you have colored pencils, I think you're going to find, or two different colored pens, I think that having two different colors is going to be helpful here because we're going to be plotting these graphs on the same coordinate plane. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got this first one right here. I've got y equals 2x plus 1, and I notice that that's already in y equals mx plus b form. I'm going to do this one in red. This has a y-intercept of 1 and a slope of 2, which is up 2 over 1. And so I'm going to put in quite a few points here because it's easier on my system here to make sure that I get my line right. You don't have to draw this many. You've got a ruler that you can use. You can do 2 or 3 points, and that's plenty. So now I'm going to draw in the line. There it is. And like always, we're going to put arrows. And then the other thing that we're going to add here is this is not negotiable. You've got to label these because you're actually going to have more than one graph on the same coordinate plane. So you have to label your lines. It's very important. I'm going to do the other one in blue, but before we do, I want you to change this 7. This is not a good example here. I want you to change this to a 3. So we're going to do x minus y equals 3. And I'm going to do that one in blue. Now I notice that this is not in y equals mx plus b form yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to solve this to get y by itself. So I've got x minus y equals 3. I'm going to add y to both sides. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And then if you prefer that the y be on the left, so what you're used to looking at, there you go. So now this is in y equals mx plus b form. I can plot it. This has a y-intercept of -3 and a slope of 1, which is up 1 over 1. Keep going here, and then I'm going to put in my line. That was a crappy line. I'm going to do that one again. I'm going to add a few more points here so I can see it easier. Okay. Now I'm going to draw my line. That's a much nicer line. Okay, arrows, label. All right, so what do we have here? The red line is a picture of all the possible solutions to the first equation. The blue line is a picture of all the possible solutions to the second equation. And I'm looking for where is the spot where I have a solution to both equations at the same time, and you probably guessed it, it's where they intersect. And the coordinates of that point, in this case, are going to be -4, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -7. So if I take -4 and I plug it in for x, and I take -7 and I plug it in for y, both of these equations are going to be true at the exact same time. That's what we're looking for. Now let's support this with some algebra. So what I noticed, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a method called the substitution method. We're going to do the substitution method. Okay, so what I see here is I see that I already have one equation that has a variable by itself. So what that means is I can actually take this other equation and I can plug it in for that variable, and then I'll have an equation that has one variable, and then I can solve. So let me show you what I mean. I can take y equals, so let me rewrite my system over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this 2x plus 1, because that is equal to y, and I'm going to plug it in for y. Here's what I get. I get x minus, and then I have to use parentheses. Here it is. Here's that substitution. That equals 3. Now let me solve this like normal. I need to distribute the minus sign. I get x minus 2x minus 1 equals 3. Combine like terms. I've got negative x minus 1 equals 3. Add 1 to both sides. Negative x equals 4. Divide by negative 1. X equals negative 4. Notice that the value that I got for x matches the one that I got when I was graphing. Now I have to solve for y too. Okay, so no big deal. Let me go back. We know that y is 2x plus 1. So if I take my value of x and I plug it in here, then I should be able to figure out what y is. So now I have y equals 2. Substitute in, that's why it's called the substitution method. Y equals negative 8 plus 1. Y equals negative 7. So notice my y value matches my y value here as well. So now I'm done. My solution to this system, to this simultaneous equations, is negative 4, negative 7, and that's that. So we're going to work on this a little bit more in class and get a chance to practice, and that's it.